everybody, and welcome back to another video. If my camera falls over, it is because my car is on and I'm filming crooked apparently. Today we are going to do some more free little library hunting. I know it's been a month since I've been able to actually film a video for it. I have been a little bit from time to time just randomly going to them, but I was like, I can't necessarily do all this choppy filming with the free little libraries. So I am in Ocon today. I'm also going to Delafield. I have been trying my best not to buy books lately due to the fact that either A, I read them and then get rid of them right away, or B, I realize I don't particularly like them in general. So I have books galore for the free little libraries because they've been piling up from my second channel, but also because they just sprawl out all the time. I'm always bringing books out and sticking them on my front seat. So there's some on the floor here, there's some on my passenger seat, there's a whole bag or two full in the back. I still have my bag from when I did my Hartford video. All the books from it are still sitting inside the bag, like untouched. And so I question if I'm actually ever going to read them or if they're just going to sit back there. And so we will see how today's goes, if I find something better where I could just, take those out and switch them out, or if they come with me to my new location. So this free little library, I originally had gotten this book out of. I finished this book per my last video that I said that I did it. If you didn't watch that video, watch this video all the way through and then go back and watch it. But what I'm trying to look for is, I was looking for kids for the board/short books for TikTok, and then picture books for my second channel, because I finished, or next week I will have, I'm trying to figure out when I'm filming this. I am at the end for May with all of the Star Wars books, and I need new books, and I don't have any because I haven't been out searching around for them. I also don't remember what book I put in here the first time. So I'm also going to stick this one in here. I literally just went to the free little library that hosted this book the first time, and I didn't have it with me, so we're just going to stick it in there because I don't want to go back, because I already know what's in there. But I'm looking at all these other books, and the other one that sticks out to me is this Mary Kay Andrews Hello Summer book, which looks pretty decent. And none of the other ones really stick out to me as books I would want to try. I don't know if I filmed this one before or if I just been to it so many times and I think that I filmed it. Let's see here. Is there any books that I could potentially use? I really should go if I really wanted books. That's not gonna do. If I really wanted kids' books for what I'm doing, I should really go to a park or a school, shouldn't I? None of these are going to work. To do with the grieving of death. The book I have in my hand, I got in Upannaonly, and I keep going home for the weekend, but I never seem to be able to put this book in the free little library because I always forget it. So you know what? This book doesn't have enough kids books in it, so let's put it in here and go to another one. Speaking of school free little libraries, I remember there's one in the direction I was not going, and I was like, oh, I need to go to that. By the way, on the way here, somebody decided they wanted to flip me off while I was driving. I was like, how rude. Let's see here. What's in here? Oh, yeah. There was definitely a lot of good options in here. Not that one, obviously. Calendar mysteries. Oh, the kids at school, the teacher talked about A to Z mysteries lately, and Nancy drew because they're doing a mystery unit. Fairy ring. Not looking for any kids chapter books because I know what we're reading next. Oh, I was really hoping that was another hardcover book, but it's not. No, there are kids' books down here, and there's also pencil desk organizers from Home Depot. Interesting. They're like kids' workshop things. And so, let's see here what we have for hardcover. We have Library Mouse in the Night Kitchen, and I don't really want to do I might do the Library Mouse. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one because it's 1 out of 4. I don't want to do anything that's to do with school because summer is about to start soon. So I'm going to stick Noni's Moon in here because I'm never going to go back to Hortonville to put that back ever. And then I got this out of where did I get it? Out of Merton's. And I just got it out, but then I already read it. So looks like that's going to go in here as well. I can't recall if I filmed at this one or not. I remember going to it though, and I noticed that it is filled to the brim with books. So should be able to maybe take 1 or 2 books out of here. Oh, let's see here. What do they got? They have Ramona the Best. They have a Star Wars book. Oh my goodness. I won't be getting it because Star Wars is done, but this is a junior novel, which is great. I have To Kill a Mockingbird up there. Love that. Yoda's Lego Star Wars. Lots of Star Wars books, which is great. You always need more Star Wars books. I have a feeling that this is going to be really bad. Oh no, somebody's letting off fireworks. I don't like that. There's a Halloween book. And there goes all the books. Great. I just wanted to see these 2 bottom ones. Okay. Give me a second to pick these up. Alrighty, so we have Witches and Wizards in No More Pencils for Books, No More Teachers, Dirty Looks. Is this about kids? Oh, I kind of like this. This has to do with the last day of school. I know I said I wouldn't do any more kids' books with summer, with school, but, you know, I have 2 weeks left of school, so maybe we can have that. Okay. So I'm going to stick these 2 books in here. Those are from past things. Let's see if there's one more down here that I can take. This thing is filled to the brim. The Scarlet Letter. Ooh. There's so many books in here, you guys. I'm trying to film. I'm struggling. What are these? Barnes & Noble gift cards. Interesting. If I Stay. I used to have this book in my very old collection before I gave up reading when I was younger. I might take that just because I want to. Carrie Fisher, The Princess Diarist. That's cool. There's a Paw Patrol book. I kind of want to take this. I might add that back to my TBR. And there's another one in here. Oh my goodness. And the princess plot. Oh, and then there's a C.S. Lewis book in here, always. I think I'm just going to take the picture book and the If I Stay book, because those are cool. I am heading up to this one here. Saw this one when I was passing by. It's not on the map, but I tried going to one more that was in the area, and it is closed, so it's not even there at the time. So this is a park, which will be good if there's even anything in here. There is literally like 3 books in here. It's at a park too. Why wouldn't they have... Oh, I can hardly get it open. Maybe. Whoa. That's... Okay. So, these are the books I have in here. Frozen's Olaf's Dream. I feel like that would be cute for the Bernstein's Bear Bedtime Battle. I don't want to take these books just because I know that they're at a... They're at a park, which I know the like parks always need more books. So I have 3 books that I'm going to stick in here because they're from the free little libraries in Heartland, and I hate going back to put books in at Heartland at the same free little library time because it doesn't seem like a lot of people go to that one. So we're sticking these 3 in here. And then I did take one of those Home Depot kits from that school one, and I'm going to stick it in here because I thought it might help spreading those out for kids to see, because a lot of kids are going to be out of school now, but they're going to be going to parks, and you know, with parks, you know, you can find whatever you want. I had to wait for the owners to leave. The neighbor is right next door. Huh. Oh my goodness, this one's full too. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna find... Okay, I don't definitely want to read that on my page. And I also don't want any of these books to fall like the last one. So I'm gonna try to push these back. See if they go back in. Like, who stacks free little library books like this? Like, I'm gonna have to get all in there. Like, I know there's books probably all the way back here. Are there? I don't know if that's fantasy, but if it says so, that's okay. I've heard of this author before, but I can't remember what from. The Legend of the Lady Slipper. That's historical fiction, kind of. I have been trying to get out of that. Mary Kate and Ashley. That's old. Oh my goodness. This one has a bookmark in it, like somebody's tagged it, like they were reading it and then they stopped. Oh, it's from the bookstore that's in town. Okay. I'm not seeing any books in here that is definitely spiking my interest. Ooh, I had this book. I read it. My sister has it now. And I'm seeing one of these gift cards in here again with a lot of bookmarks, which is always good. They're Disney bookmarks, so I'm just going to stick the Dr. Seuss up in here. This one I didn't end up reading because I found out the real reason, even though it's fiction. And this one, they're all from that same free little library again. Oh, this one's out in the middle of nowhere and it's so tiny. I'm glad there's nobody around to be able to hear me talk to myself. This one's also really tall. I don't know if there's going to be any books inside here that... Ooh, A Wrinkle in Time. I had the book at one point or another. Don't check out this book. What is this? Is this like a kid's book? This is interesting. Is it weird? I kind of want to take this just because the formatting of the book seems off. Like, it's told from... You know what? I'm just going to leave it because I don't get it. Okay. Interesting bookmark choice. There's a book about a dog. What else? There's The Giver up here, The Bridge to Terabithia, Little Bear. I can tell these books have been sitting in here for a while. There's also a Minecraft book down here. I was going to say, I would take it if it's a picture book. Sorry, you guys can't really see anything. The part of me wants a Redstone handbook. I don't know what that means. I'm not going to take that because I don't know. Anyways, so I'm going to stick because all these free little libraries always need more picture books. Seems to be the same today. So we're doing 10 apples up on top. We're doing a mystery book. And Blue Ribbons Blues. Hopefully some person just randomly comes upon this free little library and sees those. And hopefully they have a child, maybe needs a book to read on the journey. Alrighty guys, we made it to the elementary school, Kettlemarang Elementary School to be exact. For some reason, Google Maps gave me a weird way to get here, and so yeah, there's a bracelet on here. This is probably the saddest free little library for an elementary school ever. All that's in here is Nancy Clancy and Little House on the Prairie. Well, that's going to change. I'm going to stick Marvin Redpost, Kidnapped at Birth in here. And I'm going to stick A Friend for Dragon. Because I don't know if the school is still in session for another 2 weeks or not. But they deserve to have some books before summer starts. And I'm going to stick this bracelet in here too, so it doesn't get lost. You guys, it is so hot out here. I honestly feel like puking a little bit. I didn't know this one was on the map, and so I stopped abruptly. But it looks full. It looks like full of their new books. Ooh, so there's Dune. That's a huge book. The Woman in the Window. I'm thinking, what else is in here that I know? I love it when you lie. Once again, still. Is this a geocache? Oh, it is. Cool. That's interesting. I've always wanted to do geocaching, but I never understood exactly how it works. I know that one. Guys, where are all the... Where are all the picture books and board books? Let me just come and take all the board books and picture books out of free little libraries. No? Okay. Well, I'm going to stick this one in here anyways. I read this book. It was really good. And there's a little flower activity in it to do, I guess. It's going to go right in there. I've been to this one before, but it had a toad at it last time. I needed to find picture books. So, I looked up one that was going to have enough picture books in it. Be this one, I guess. Let's see here. So, this is a different kind of... This is a different type of cover for this book. I like that. I like that better than the copy that I own. I'm currently reading that. It's a big B over me. Euphoria. I don't know if I'm parked in a good spot, y'all. And also, last time that I was here, I really had to use the bathroom. And, I hate to say this, but I actually have to use the bathroom again. So, I'm going to first stick this one in here. I read this one when I don't know. Got that from school. And then this one I didn't read. I got it all the way back in Shorewood. I'm not going to be going back. Oh, not Shorewood. Glendale. But I'm not going to be going back to Glendale anytime soon. So, I kind of like this board book. I'm going to take that one. These. I like the little critter books. And Curious George. Tangled Diaper Baby. Olivia and the Babies. Pete the Cat. Oh, that's a good one. Bernstein Bears, Learning About Strangers, and Bambi. I will do Bambi. So I think now I have enough picture books. I want to see this one, because if it's a graphic novel, I want to take it. Ooh, it is. This is a big one. I kind of like this. I know I'm very greedy, but I put 2 in there. I think I will keep my 2 other books for another free little library at the end here. Alrighty, everybody. I am finished with the hunting for today. I did some more hunting off camera just because I didn't know how long this video was going to get, and I really feel like I was out of luck with the picture books and the board books. But then I went and I organized the back of my car and realized, oh, I still have a heap ton of board books and short books in the back of my car that have just been like hidden. Because I went and did some donations, like clothing donations. And so as I was organizing, I was like, am I actually going to ever read this book? Or am I just starting to feel like those bookshop girls who, they buy books, but they never read them. They just go on their shelf on their TBR and never get read. I'm like the same way, I guess, with free little libraries. I pick up books and that I think would be good to read, and then I never read them, and some of them are just sitting in my car collecting car dust. So I had to make some decisions. I had to get rid of some more books that I was just like, in the next 2-3 months, I probably won't read this book, so it's gotta go. So, I ended up having only 2 books left to put in free little libraries. I will probably be putting these in just a random one that is like somewhere near my house to get rid of them. But I'm not starting in any particular order. I have my own regular books. By the way, I don't know if I ever showed this one. This came from a free little library before I was filming. I don't know if I ever shared it in a video or not. This is All We Ever Wanted by Emily Giffin. I have had my fair rotations of her books being picked out of free little libraries and put back in free little libraries just because I read it. And this one, after reading the synopsis, I was like, you know what? I think I might actually keep this book, even if it's a year from now and I choose to read it. The sound of it, I opened it up and read just a page from the middle of it, and I was like, ooh, I kind of like this. So that one I will definitely keep in. I have the noise that you hear me is me throwing it into the bag that I have that I'm going to bring in to put all my books in. So let's see here. What's another one? If I Stay by Gail Forman. So this turns out, I didn't realize this. This is the movie picture poster, because apparently this came out as a movie. I don't remember when it came out as a movie. I just remember I read it. I started reading it, I think, for high school, like a summer reading book. You know, where they have you read my school did this. You had to read a book over the summer, and then your first test, your first grade in English for every high school year was the book that you read over summer. And I think this was one of them. I can't quite remember, but I read probably I want to say maybe a fourth or a half of the book, and I called it good, and then I just winged it on the test, I think. I would really love to actually try reading this again and maybe even watch the movie, because based off the picture, the cover, it looks really nice. And it says it contains exclusive interviews with the stars of the film. So that would be quite interesting. Don't know if it will be this year, just like those other books back there. Don't know if it will be this year, because I kind of have my TBR set out. I'm a very organized, kind of OCD freak kind of person when it comes to setting up things, and I already have all the books for the next 4 months figured out, or even for the rest of the year, I think, that I want to read for TBR to keep on schedule. This one I got off camera. This is Dog Breath, The Horrible Trouble of Haley Tosi. It's by Dave Pilkey. If anybody remembers who Dave Pilkey is, he is Captain Underpants Dogman, author and illustrator, and this is one of his picture books. I know a lot of people don't know that he has made picture books and smaller kids books, but I'm glad I found this one, because this was one out of, I think, 5 picture books that I needed to pick up to be able to fit for the next month. I got a board book. Now that I got this as a board book, now I'm rethinking if I should left it there. This is Hey Duck by Karen Ramson. This will definitely be on my TikTok at some point in the next month or two. I have another picture book, which is Pete the Cat Out of This World. My sister probably had this book when she was younger, because she absolutely loved Pete the Cat, especially when he became sort of like a famous elementary school character. He still is relatively, since I work with 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, his picture is up, but I don't know if kids necessarily know or care about him after, early elementary school. So that will be interesting. And then I got Bambi. Keeping my Disney. I'm going to phase my Disney out soon, but I wanted to be able to phase it out maybe with a classic. And so this is I want to say this is picture book like. If I had page numbers, I would know if it was over 50 pages. If it's over 50 pages, it will be read in exchange of a chapter book versus a picture book. But if not, then it will be a picture book versus a chapter book. Not that any of you guys, if any of you have actually watched the second channel, I know that I aim it towards more kids, but I also can be aiming it towards adults too, who like nostalgia or just like listening to somebody read to them. So that's why I give the information. I found this book here. This is going to be quite an interesting read. It looked interesting. This is The Aquanaut by Dan Santat. This is a graphic novel by the Caldecott medalist. Which should be interesting. It has, this is quite interesting. So, I get these a lot. But I was told that the barcodes here, this one says Milwaukee Public Library. Notice it's not marked out. I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh no, this book was taken from a public library and never returned, instead put in a free little library. I get that accidents sometimes happen, but I was made aware by somebody who actually does know a thing or two about marking books out of public libraries, that if the barcode and or the sides where the stickers are that usually the libraries have are marked out, that means that they have been discarded and used for something else. Oh, probably should have noticed the inside of it. The inside of it says withdrawn, and then it has a stamp of the free little library stamp. And then it also says that it was from the free little library from this lady in Menominee Falls, which is where I actually got it from, which was great. So then I know. Next I have No More Pencils, No More Books, No More Teachers, Dirty Looks by Diane Grott. I don't know how I'm going to label that when I read this, because that's a long title. It's a Gilbert and Friends book. I feel like I've heard of this story before. I'm not quite so sure. But that will come. This one will probably be maybe next week, next Saturday, because school is coming to the end. Some kids, I guess, are already out of school. I still have 2 weeks left of school before summer break, and I have to look and get a summer job for the time being, and I'm like really getting it down to the nail here, you guys, of finding a summer job. Lastly, the last picture book I have is The Library Mouse by Daniel Kirk. I don't know anything about this book. I just think it's going to be interesting. Aw, this came from, I'm guessing a teacher was giving it to a student or something, because there's a little 5-star rating sticker on the inside, which is super cute. Anyways, that is all the books I have from this little library hunting haul, or episode, what you want to call it. Let me know down below if you have read any of these books, if you have seen any of these books, or what you think of them. Also, put down below if you are really enjoying the season so far with the hunting. I have been sort of. There's been some times where there's like nothing, but I'm trying to like sprawl out into new areas, so I'm not constantly looking at the exact same ones. Just like today, where I did one in Ocon. A lot of them were in Delafield, and then it ended up from Delafield going into Wales, and I've never been to Wales before, so it was quite interesting. And then I think this last one here that I did off camera was in Sussex, which is one of my favorites. So make sure that you subscribe down below. I do make videos mostly that I post on Saturdays or Sundays. I know that I was gone for a month, and I'm very sorry for that, but content should be coming more smoothly now. Make sure that you turn on the notification bell for those postings. Once again, Sundays or Saturdays, however I'm feeling. I know lately they've been in the middle of the week, but you know, when you're somebody who has to maintain 2 channels and a TikTok, it's a lot of footage and a lot of time put into editing, and I can only have so much storage on my phone to be able to have these videos put in. Make sure that you follow me on social media down for Instagram, this channel, second channel, TikTok, and GoodReads. If you want to be friends on GoodReads, just follow me, and you know, we could, you know, do recommendations with each other and talk about books and stuff. Other than that, I will see you guys again in the next video.